Hi, everybody. Earlier, I read you the story on the same day in March. And today, your assignment is supposed to be to compare the story Same Day in March and the weather book that we read last week. But before we do that, I wanted to do a little explaining about seasons. I've also put in the Bill Nye video about why we have seasons, but if you don't have time to watch that, I thought maybe I could do a short kind of showing you what causes the seasons. The weather book has some great diagrams. So we've got this one up here with the earth and the sun's rays coming into it. But if you look at it, the earth is straight up and down. When in reality, our earth isn't straight up and down like that. Our earth is more like this, with the world spinning on the axis on the north and south pole, with the equator going across. So I've made a little earth here out of a tennis ball. So the way that weather book wants us to do it is it's straight like that, okay? And they're saying that it goes around like this, as straight as my equator can be. That M is for Missoula. Well, that's not the way it really goes. For real, the earth is tilted like this. And there you can see Missoula. And here I have, ready for this, the sun. So as the sun is hitting, you'll notice that right now, Missoula is getting some good daylight there, right? But then it's away from the daylight and over here on this side. Now it's this day over here and it's night over here in Missoula. Well, if you look at my fingers, my pointer finger and my thumb, and the way the sun is shining on those, can you see how it's in the shade over here? As the earth spins, that part is going to stay in the shade all the time because it's tilted. And that's why in the summertime, in the northern hemisphere, the sun is shining all the time on the North Pole, and it's never rising in the South Pole. And then it's just the opposite for our summer, or for our winter and their summer, because, ready for this? It changes like that. Okay? So while this diagram in the weather book is great, it shows some lovely, I really like this one, how the winds move. And this one is it's really nice, but it's not quite right. So that's what I kind of wanted to show you today about weather and how the seasons change. And really, if our earth didn't tilt, if it was straight off like that, if it was like this, we wouldn't really have seasons. It's because it's like this that we have seasons. So that's kind of cool because I like the seasons and I don't really have a favorite season. They're all great. So when we compare the two books, when we're comparing One Day in March and the weather book, I'm going to ask you to compare those. And one of the things that you might want to say is, this has great information about the weather, but it doesn't really explain the seasons. The One Day in March, that is a great book, a great story explaining the seasons, but it doesn't really explain why we have different weather. So really, we've got to read both books, don't we? All right, see you later. Bye.